In this video, I am going to demonstrate how you make one of these little threaded buttonhole loops. Sometimes you've got a garment that just requires a little loop for the opening, and this is the perfect loop to use for that. I do prefer to use a shank button with this type of buttonhole loop, but that is personal preference. You can choose whatever type button you want. So I'm demonstrating on this little dress here, and I'm using embroidery floss because you can get a good match to most of your fabrics. You know, if it's white, it's not a problem, but if you've got fabrics that are unusual colors, it's very easy to match your embroidery floss to the dress color. You can also use sewing thread for this. I'm using 4 strands of embroidery floss. If I were using sewing machine thread, I would, your all-purpose thread, I would probably use 6 strands. So I have knotted the end of my floss, and it's best if you can do this in a way that it hides the knot. And so this particular dress is lined, so I am going to slide the needle up between the lining fabric and the dress fabric, and making sure that the needle comes out at the very top of the dress back here. And then I'm going to pull the needle and thread through, and now my knot is between the lining and the dress fabric. Then I take the shank button and I place it so that the widest part of the button is right along the fold of the fabric here. Then I'm going to pick up just a little piece, a little bit right at the fold of the fabric, and I'm going to pull this through until the outer loop is the same size as this button, half of the button. Then I'm going to go back to the top, and I'm going to again pick up just a small bite of the fold of the fabric there, and I am going to pull this through until the 2 loops are the same size. So I think that's about right. And then before I do anything else, I hold on to this at the base of the buttonhole loop, and again I test to make sure, that the button is going to go through this loop without being too tight or too snug, and that looks pretty good to me. So the next part of this is to create the buttonhole stitch around this loop, and to do that you're going to leave the thread up above your needle here. You're going to insert your needle into the loop and then over this thread. So you're creating a little knot. And this is a buttonhole stitch. And you're going to pull that, and I pull going in this direction because I want that to be snug right next to the dress fabric. And you continue doing this, inserting it into the buttonhole loop and over this thread. You continue doing that until you fill this entire loop with these little buttonhole stitches. And doing it this way, the little picot of each buttonhole stitch will fall along the outside of this loop. Okay, when you have completely filled your buttonhole loop with these buttonhole stitches, then it's a good idea to once again double check and make sure that your button is going to fit through that loop. And that does, so I'm happy with that. If for some reason you manage to get it too tight or too loose and it's not the right size for the button, it's a simple matter of just cutting it off at the base and at the top. The buttonhole loop will come off and you can start over again. So I finished here, and again I want to hide my knot, so I'm going to insert my needle back in between the fabric and the lining right at the base of this loop, and I will pull the needle through, and there you can see you've just got your little finished loop on the outside, and then I just go ahead and pull it through until I can see the seam allowance, and then on the inside I pick up a small bite of the fabric and I do a little S-shape loop to create my knot. Give it a good tug, and then you can clip it off. And just like that, in a couple short minutes, you've finished your little buttonhole loop. Isn't that pretty? And then it's just a matter of sewing your button onto the opposite side of the dress, and it'll be sewn right in the center of the loop there. And that completes this little buttonhole loop tutorial. So I hope that helps you out with your stitching projects. If you enjoyed this video and don't want to miss any upcoming videos, please hit the subscribe button below.